Thank you very much, Freak. We are joined by TSM's Bjergsen. We have changed decks. How you doing, man? Congratulations on the win.
I'm doing pretty good, thanks.
Yeah. So bringing out the Lulu here, I kind of want your opinion on what the Lulu is. Is it kind of like the all-pick in mid, or is it a situational pick?
I feel like it's kind of the Orianna of Season 4. Back in like Season 3, it was like Orianna was the safe pick. It was the go-to pick. And I feel like Lulu might be the upcoming like go-to pick for mid laners. We saw her, I think she's being like played or banned a lot this week. And it's the same in like other regions. And I think it's just an overall really solid pick. And it can be a safe pick and a counter pick. If you get like specific matchups, she can like completely destroy some champions. But I feel like she has like very limited like bad matchups. She doesn't really have like bad matchups.
So what would some of the good matchups be? I also heard you talking on your stream how you were practicing Lulu a couple weeks back. Obviously the practice went pretty well, but what are the things she's best against?
Back then, I actually just tried her out. Not because like that was like when only like Apto played her, and I was like, oh, I can try it. But I didn't really know about the Lichbane build, so I felt like she was kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
But some of the like really good matchups for Lulu are like Zed, for example. Like Zed, he has to ult on people, and then the second he ults on someone, you can knock him out and just give the person like, I don't know, like with both ult and shield, it's like 1100 HP when you're like level 14. So especially against assassins that would like try to get resets, like Katarina, Kha'Zix, all those champions, Lulu's really good against.
All right, so you guys managed to stop the losing streak right away. You know, what were the thoughts coming out of the loss yesterday, and what have you guys done to kind of repair it?
I wasn't happy that we lost. I was really devastated for the first couple of hours, but eventually we all accepted that it was good that we lost because even if you don't get complacent, like if you try to not get complacent, you're still going to be like a little complacent. Like for me, it was like I had less solo queue motivation. I would not feel like playing solo queue as much. I would feel like solo queue was a bit pointless because I would go from like this high level scrim practice into solo queue, and there's such a big difference. But then when I went home yesterday, I had so much motivation to play solo queue because I wasn't happy with my performance. So it's just like a boost of motivation, and it just makes you want to play better and come back.
Yeah, and Reggie said yesterday how you want to take something from every defeat. What did you guys take from the defeat yesterday that you've learned?
We took a lot of things. We tried out a strategy that had worked in scrims. We had used it like 4 or 5 times in scrims. But people have reacted so badly to it that we thought we knew exactly what to do with the strat. Then Coast responded like I wouldn't even say like super well. It's like they just responded like normally, and then they just like completely like destroyed us. It's just because we've been trying it out in scrims, and we just didn't have people like doing good against it, so we never realized the weaknesses of the strat.
Yeah, well, let's get to this game in particular. It was a very kind of slow farm game. You guys ended up losing one dragon fight and then completely wrecked them in the second one. We actually have the clip of the second dragon fight. I'd kind of like to talk to me what went wrong in the first dragon fight and then why the second dragon fight went so well. Let's get that clip up on the screen for us. And here
is this the first or second dragon fight?
Second dragon fight.
Yeah,
where
this is the second dragon fight. We knew that Caitlyn was mid, so she was slightly split. So we just pretty much Sivir ulted and just went all in. Saint tried to peel and get the Flay for the Yasuo ult, but it pretty much didn't work, and he just insta-died. And when Thresh is dead and Caitlyn split from the team, it's just pretty easy from there on. I ult Odd1 as he gets ulted by Yasuo, so he doesn't die. And that's just pretty much it. They were split, and they went in a bit too early, and we just capitalized on it.
And was this a case of the game where you guys were playing kind of passively because you had so much in the team fights, or were you feeling more risk of losing the team fights? Because you did lose that one earlier team fight to the Cursed team.
We knew for sure that we were going to win team fights. If we just went even, we were going to win team fights for sure. The only reason we lost the first Dragon team fight was pretty much that we weren't group. And we were planning on fighting it, but then Darius wanted to get the top tower instead. And we should have just said, okay, we get top tower and a lot of farm on Mundo, which is a beast with farm. So we should have just let the Dragon go, push out lanes, and get the top tower. But instead, the rest of us were like, oh, we're stronger right now, so we thought we could fight, even with Mundo not there. But that was a really bad mistake on our part.
And going back to the MVP package we had earlier, that everybody kind of revolved around your name in that. And we've talked to you a little bit about having MVP, and you're quite modest about it. But what is the feeling when all of your peers have that feeling, when you hear them saying your name as well?
It's really nice to feel accepted. I've come to like across the world, a new region, a new team, like tons of new fans, and it's just really nice to feel accepted as a player and as a person. So it's just really nice to know that like people think I'm doing good enough to replace Reginald, and that that our team is doing well enough.
Yeah, and how do you kind of keep your ego or personal feelings in check when you're doing almost nothing but success and getting so much praise?
That's where I said that the defeat is kind of good for us in the long run. Because if we would like keep winning, it does get to your head. Even though you don't want it to get to your head, it's eventually going to get to your head. We saw SKT1 winning Worlds, goes home, loses one of the first games they played in OGN. It's just how like the human mind works, and I think we're coming back strong.
All right, Bjergsen, final question. Cloud9 is next week for you guys. What are you doing to prepare?
We've been scrimming Cloud9 a lot, and they have a lot of really good strategies. So pretty much we're going to be preparing to be able to counter those strategies and hopefully come out ahead. They have some really good strategies that I don't think they've been pulling out too much in LCS. But I feel like the one they used most against us, I feel like we have a solid counter to it now. So we'll see if they really want to pull it out in LCS.
All right, Bjergsen, thank you very much for the interview. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck at holding #1. Yes. All right, everyone, we're going to send it across the studio to Freak.